After building Orange County choppers into a TV sensation, Paul Teutul Jr. faced a heartbreaking family feud. His father demanded $1.5 million, and his brother was forced to take sides. Paul was even fired by his own dad. At the time, it felt devastating, but looking back, Paul says it was the best thing that happened to him. Becoming a father himself gave him new understanding and forgiveness for his dad. Today, Paul Jr., the man behind America's most famous motorcycles, reveals the painful truth behind the cameras and why he hasn't shared a holiday meal with his father in 15 years. While other kids in the 80s rode bikes or played Nintendo, Paul Jr. was already working in Orange County's ironworks by age 12. He transformed scrap metal into art and mastered welding with a precision respected by pros by age 14. His father, known for being intense, was hardest on him. Small mistakes brought public reprimands. Their clash grew worse over time, with Senior favoring old-school strength and Junior pushing for artistic designs. Paul Jr. chose vocational school, honing his craft instead of academics. By 19, he was running a key division at Orange County Ironworks, earning respect for modern designs and managing an older crew. Yet, Paul felt boxed in. Secretly, he began sketching motorcycles, combining art and mechanics. When his father saw the designs, he was shocked but inspired. Together, they launched Orange County Choppers, with Senior holding 80% and Junior 20%. Starting with just $175,000 and a basement full of tools, their bikes soon caught attention, launching a legacy that changed motorcycle culture forever. Their first bike, True Blue, took 4 months of late nights, endless welding, and bold blue paint with white flames. It looked like it came from a top builder, not a cold garage in upstate New York. When they showed it at Daytona in 1999, jaws dropped. They were no longer unknown, but success didn't come easy. In 2000, they worked in a tiny freezing shop with broken tools and cash-strapped suppliers. Paul Jr. pulled 18-hour days, sleeping on a couch just to stay on schedule. They fought constantly, big yelling matches, not for show, but survival. Every bike barely covered costs. Then in 2002, a TV producer called, wanting to film a reality show. Paul Sr. shut it down immediately. He wanted to build bikes from scratch, not restore junkyards. The deal nearly died. Weeks later, the producer returned with a new idea: film the real process, arguments and all. Paul Jr. hated it, fearing it would make them look foolish. The contract offered only $5,000 per episode and endless retakes under hot lights that messed with welding. They nearly walked away, but desperate for money, they signed. When American Chopper premiered in 2003, no one expected the explosion that followed. Over 3 million viewers per episode, turning their tiny shop into a tourist hotspot. Paul Sr.'s temper drew viewers in, but Paul Jr.'s precise, focused craftsmanship kept them watching. His silent, skillful welding scenes became legendary, even boosting welding school enrollments nationwide, dubbed the Pauly effect. Then came the game changer, the Black Widow, a masterpiece with a spiderweb gas tank, custom wheels, and a 167 hours of craftsmanship. When unveiled in New York, 15,000 people showed up, needing security to hold back the crowd. OCC wasn't just a shop anymore. It was a brand, selling model kits, shirts, and even video games, with over 280,000 kits sold in 6 months. In June 2003, Paul Jr. finished the Firebike, a tribute to firefighters lost on 9/11. Every detail carried meaning, including a real piece of steel from the World Trade Center welded on by Paul himself. The design was so ambitious, he had to rebuild the bike's frame to support 343 hand-painted emblems, one for each fallen firefighter. When the bike crashed the following year, the New York Fire Department treated it like a fallen hero, carefully recovering it. Now a museum piece, the Firebike has appeared at over 248 events, drawing emotional tributes from visitors. Years later, Paul Jr. created a second 9/11 tribute bike unveiled in 2011, drawing crowds including New York Mayor Bloomberg and the 9/11 memorial president. One bike remained on display. The other was raffled to raise funds for the memorial. When the cover came off, the crowd was moved to tears. The bike's story spoke volumes without words, earning coverage even from the Huffington Post. Behind the paint and chrome, Paul Jr. was also a technical innovator. In 2012, he introduced T-spline modeling to motorcycle design, a tool that helped create smoother, curved shapes, pushing the craft forward. What once took over 40 hours to design now took just 15, thanks to Paul Jr.'s use of T-spline modeling. When he built an electric bike with Autodesk, this technique was crucial. Soon, other shops adopted the method, often without credit. In 2015, Paul shocked his team again by creating a system that made motorcycle frames lighter but just as strong, revolutionizing custom builds. He also taught himself G-code programming to control CNC machines, evolving from artist to machinist, mastering both creativity and technology. But the tension between Paul Sr. and Jr. simmered beneath the surface. In 2007, Sr. gave Jr. a 20% stake but kept full control. At first, it seemed fair. Father ran the business, son brought style. But as Jr.'s designs gained fame, praise shifted away from Sr.'s old-school methods. Jealousy grew. Sr.'s grip tightened. Every late arrival or independent move from Jr. sparked conflict. By 2008, the shop felt like a war zone, with constant fights over control. Jr. wanted creative freedom, Sr. demanded obedience. Behind the cameras, Sr. grew harsher. Designer Jason once smashed his own work after Sr.'s outburst. Even peacekeeper Mikey looked worn down by years of shouting. Then came the breaking point. September 2008. Jr. was late, Sr. snapped, and a screaming match erupted in front of the crew. Jr. defended himself. Sr. wouldn't listen. Jr. claimed the shop would fall apart without him. Tempers flared. Jr. hurled a chair and trash can, kicked down a door, and stormed out. Sr. fired him on the spot. That moment shattered their working relationship and became infamous later as a meme. But then it was a disaster. After the firing, the crew split. Some backed Jr., others stayed silent out of fear. Customers worried. Would the magic remain without Jr.? The network panicked, warning Jr. he'd breached his contract by leaving the show. He returned briefly as a contractor but was gone for good by April 2009. Sr. pushed to buy Jr.'s 20% stake. When Jr. refused, Sr. filed a lawsuit, not just over money but for total control. Sr. claimed the right to buy out Jr. for $500,000 and demanded an additional $1 million in damages. He even named his own company as a co-defendant, putting Orange County choppers on both sides of the legal battle. Sr.'s lawsuit aimed to force Jr. out, hinging on a vague contract clause about buying Jr.'s shares at fair market value. In 2010, the court ruled for Sr., but Jr. appealed and won. He kept his 20% stake, a huge legal and personal victory. Their relationship? Jr. says, "We're not fighting, but we're not hanging out either. Things aren't bad, but they could be better." Bound by a one-year non-compete, Jr. pivoted to product design and launched Hall Jr. Designs across from OCC. When his non-compete ended in 2010, Jr. sparked a mutiny, drawing key OCC players and his brother Mikey away. Discovery Channel launched Sr. vs. Jr., turning their feud into Tantrum TV. Amid chaos, Jr. met Rachel Beaster, who grounded him. They married in 2010, without Sr. present. Fatherhood in 2015 changed Jr., and who embraced faith and sought healing from years of silence with Sr. Their feud was deeply personal, not just about bikes. Jr. proved himself on TV and built a $14 million brand. A brief 2011 call after their grandmother's death showed cracks, but no fix. The 2018 reunion and 2020 Last Ride special revealed ongoing tension, with Sr. dismissing Jr.'s ideas. By 2025, they live separate lives, rarely speaking. Jr. confirmed no holiday meals together in 15+ years. Sr. runs OCC, Jr. runs Paul Jr. Designs. Jr.'s memoir, Given the Opportunity, OKT 2025, will expose family struggles, including Sr.'s alcoholism and past fights, aiming to help others. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos, and don't forget to press the bell icon.